South African opposed figure, you know what I'm saying? Mr. Lima has a point, and a great point. But he needs to understand that you must take control of your country in 100% and start to be innovative of feeding your people and making sure Africa land is flourishing like in the days of old Egypt. Federal prosecutors have reviewed Trump's official phone records and questioned witnesses as the DOJ, you know what I'm saying, DOJ January 6th probe zeroes in on former President Trump. Yeah, you need to zero in on his damn brain. Do you want to hear that garbage? You know what I'm saying? Stop discriminating. Now it's beginning to be very discriminating. Because you ain't proving shit except pure garbage, pure propaganda, and pure bullshit talk. And you're out there getting paid while people are out here starving and can barely afford food on the table. And you talking about inflation, bottlenecking the supply chain, raising the debt ceiling, spending money while starting a war, and even spending more money and more millions and trillions that we hearing, but none of it is getting to the American people pocket other than a goddamn bullshit scheme. And they fall, and if American people falling for that, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Yes, I will take the money, but I will also be talking off because that's what they do. They're bribing you off with chump change. You know what I'm saying? The U.S. Senate bill could be dead, could be a dead blow for the Biden anti-drilling pledge. Yeah, okay. I ain't even going into that stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? The U.S. the U.S. faced new era of political violence as threat against lawmakers rising. Now, why would there be threats against lawmakers? Why would it be rising? You know why? Because they're not lawmakers. They're not lawmakers. That's what they call themselves. They're law bullshitters. And by you keep voting demon Democrat and all kinds, I don't care if it's a dumb fucker on the Republican side, you keep voting these people in and not using your head, you're going to continue down the same road as we see with Andy Fat, the motherfucking killer bees. Members of the U.S. House of Representatives will now receive up to 10 10,000 to upgrade security at their homes in the face of rising threats against lawmakers. The House, uh, uh, the House Sergeant at Arms announced last week in yet another sign that the American politics has entered a dangerous, violent phase. No, the American politics have always been endangered and in danger by the demon Democrats as a whole because they are Ku Klux Klan, racist, deep state, neo-Nazi, all kinds of garbage that we don't understand what the fuck is they really doing because none of the shit make any goddamn sense because none of them have no facts to stand on. You know what I'm saying? Just saying the white man marches on, how is he just marching on? Because you did the war and all this and you conning and doing all kinds of bullshit? No, you have to march on as a white man. Not all this bullshitting on neo-Nazi, Ku Klux Klan extremists, all this garbage. So it doesn't look sane for you. And it damn sure didn't look when the shit you were doing, especially when it came to Emmett Till. It showed the true nature that you have been brainwashed 100%. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And I'm sorry to say, you've been brainwashed. You think just because you got all this and got all that, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? In more ways than one that you haven't been brainwashed? So where's the millions that you were supposed to receive? If all this was true about superiority and you better than this and better, why are you broke? Why you down here with us? Many of you. You ain't up there talking 12.9 million. You ain't up there talking about Nancy Pelosi being 100 million to inside trading. You ain't up there doing this and you ain't up there. Very few of us. And the rest and the majority of 90% is scratching and scraping as they put more pressure on your living. Let's wake up. Let's wake up. It's time. It's time. It's time. You know what I'm saying? Why would they be doing that? Why would people be doing it? Because the lawmakers are lawmakers. Law, they law, they law shitters. And they're following the agenda of the deep state and different people or whoever all together. You should know who they are. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to say they calling no bunch of names, going down no breaking down no lines and shit. You know what I'm saying? We know who they are. You know what I'm saying? We see it. We see it. You know what I'm saying? We see it. We see it in more ways. Recent polls show an increasing number of Americans are comfortable with the political violence. Well, how would you be comfortable with political violence? Although there is a wide range of opinion on the types of violence that is acceptable. Some people want to see murder kicking in your ass. No, no violence is acceptable because we are grown men and women and we're not savages and we're not animals. It seems like they're trying to drive you back to the monkey and the beast and the dog. No, no, no. You need to start thinking more wisely all the way around the board. You know what I'm saying? All the way around the board. Kellyanne or whatever her name, Conway, the only people who think Biden is doing a good job are in the White House, and that is true. Because if he's doing a good job, if that's what you call a good job, what we seen, you know what I'm saying, with everything he have done, all the mandates, all this, all that, whatever, blah, 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 if you call that a good job and the trickery of cheating the election and blah, 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 and all that bull chaos and black lives and the whole world blowed up at the same time, then you are just as stupid as the people in there believing he did a good job. You know what I'm saying? He did some Luciferian devil worship bullshit of his paternal garbage. You know what I'm saying? The best way to go after Republicans like Ron DeSantis is through a vibrant right wing news, you know what I'm saying, ecosystem, a demon democratic political strategy. The only strategy you need, if you study that bullshit I just read there, you know what I'm saying, and the demon democrats is to go the right wing news ecosystem and the demon democrat politics strategies said, you know what I'm saying, you're just as stupid as them. You're just, I'm not even going into that bullshit. If you ain't learning nothing, then you ain't. Nobody ain't telling you that you must take the Republicans over the Democrats. Nobody telling you must take the Democrats over the Republicans. Nobody's saying that. We're just saying that you need to be more focused on the trickery because you're being used. And one of the tricks that they just pulled that they feel going to do it for them is that Roe versus Wade trick. That's why the Supreme Court did it at this time. Because they are working with the Demon Democrats as a whole. You can't see it because you're too worried about the woman's rights. But like I said in New York, Lee Zeldin going to make sure you got them rights. You trust me, he will. As a governor, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to make sure that New Yorkers, and he's going to speak up for women all around the board when it comes to their abortion rights. He's not going to just let you be barred out from having that choice based on the fact that, you know, he's going to follow that rhetoric because Biden pulled a trick using the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court did it on this on the count of the hour of this hour at this time. Florida is now the first state in the United States to have its own unit focused on election fraud. Good job. In the United States, no state has ever had its own unit that is solemnly focused on attending to the matter that are related to election fraud. That was until Governor Ron Killer Santos, Ron the champion, you know what I'm saying, DeSantis, signed one into power in Florida. Go on, Mr. Ron DeSantis, you're looking beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Following the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump, lost in the 2020 election, Republicans leaders and other supporters have been vocal about election fraud, and that's right. That's right, because they've been cheating a long time. It's time to clean up the show. It's time to clean up the show. It's time to clean up the show. You see what I'm saying? It's time to clean up the show because it doesn't make any sense. It's time to clean up the show. You know, you know. Now when we look at another thing coming up here, you know what I'm saying?